Igwe kasababira kasiyababira batalorubira. Igwe abamitalorotowi obanza obatoga. Hello, Trendy's Octavia lovers. Welcome, welcome in. And those that are just coming in to catch up on Hot G's. We've been missing out for a few days now. But yes, we are back. We had other stuffs to do. So, yes, sorry. I have not been giving you the gist the way you would really love to be getting it back to back because I know you people love hearing this gist. And let's quickly just jump right in and have a conversation here. It's going to be a quick one. Let's see if we can do a quick 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes. I don't know, but let's see. Most times I say quick one, but once we start gisting, you people love this JD gist. So come on in, let's talk. Let me first of all check our sound and we'll get right in. I'll just drop this one right here, and most of our people will catch up later on. So please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss when the conversation that you love is going on. I want to check our sound. Sound. Let me see. I think it sounds good. If you're just coming in, please like the live stream. Thank you so much. Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. Okay, great. We're out of here. So let us talk. There's so much to discuss about. So much is going on. So much is going on with Kale. So much is going on with JD, and who I'm loving this 2025 when it comes to this JD and Kale's story because I feel like a lot of the haters of Kale did not or could not imagine what is happening in 2025. Do you understand? Like going to both of them, looking at what the both of them are doing. It's not as if it's not been clear right from day one. It's been crystal clear, but those people that choose to be uh selectively blind, selective blindness and things like that, will always give a pass when JD does stuff. But right now, it is actually getting to a point where a lot of them are actually now get people that genuinely like will support. Should I say genuinely? Because are they really doing out their nonsense solidarity support for JD? Is it really out of the fact that do we call that anyway? Let's just call it solidarity. Are they genuinely supporting JD because they think he was telling the truth or whatnot? Because a lot of people are now discovering that, wait a minute, come on, what right now, what is your problem in 2025? This is like the question a lot of people have for JD. Meanwhile, people that saw this from day one actually was asking this very question from the beginning, like, what is it? You're not the first person that is going to be involved in anything or whatnot. People are doing what they're doing. Two-Face just divorced with Annie Dibia. Annie is over there living her life. She's not online screaming all day. Two-Face has finished talking about what he wanted the general public, his fans, his followers, whoever cares, whoever listens to his music to hear, and he's moved on with his new wife and like multiple people that we can mention that has gone through this book. To see that in 2025 JD is still running around with these lies, things that are obvious, okay, things that are obvious, that are glaring, that people can see for themselves. And Cora went to church with the kids. Beautiful. Anyway, let me just go over to let me pull up Facebook first before we pull up the conversation that is going on over JD's. I don't understand, like, man, a lot of you are heading to hell. Seriously, a lot of the people supporting all of this nonsense, and you go over to JD's page and you people start up this nonsense conversation that he so much loves. He loves it when people just bring up any topic that will give him the opportunity to start bashing Cora. He just jumps at it. Okay, he jumps at it with both hands and both legs, and he is super excited to kind of play the card of, oh, you see, this is what I've been trying to tell you people. Nobody is listening to me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say, and things like that. Do you get? Huh. Boy, oh boy. Wait a minute. Why is my Facebook not opening here? Why is it not opening? Okay, give me a second while I prepare for this stuff. Of all the apps right now, it's Facebook that I had it open before I wanted to use it to check the sound to make sure that you people can hear me. If that's the one that will not open, but don't worry, I will just switch. I will just switch. Let me switch to, oops. Where's the other one? Okay, so let's go here. Let me open the other Facebook and see. Let me switch. I think it's from the app. I think it's from Facebook app. But I'll just switch to a different Facebook and try to open it again. Before we get right into, I want to go to Cora's page, and you're gonna hear, Cora posted about she and her kids going to church, just she's been active posting, she even spoke about the embarrassment that her little daughter gave her, and there was a whole lot of conversation. I won't even get into all of that in this particular video, because this particular video we are here to analyze the conversation that JD is having. But I'm just trying to let you people know where this whole thing is coming from. It's almost like a lot of people are just out here to really, really get JD in some kind of trouble. And in fact, he's good at getting himself into trouble, actually. But when people come with this type of conversations that he shouldn't even entertain at all, I don't understand how you come out to tell people that you're doing educational content, or that's what you intend to do, and people will come out bashing your ex-wife, and you jump at it. Other comments where people are commending you, praising you, calling you a good father of the year. Oh, they love the way you play with your kids, the way you rapport with your kids, and all of those hyping and stroking your egos. He does not respond to those type of comments, but just go and drop one comment that looks like, or it's actually you saying something not nice about Cora. Watch how JD jumps so fast to respond to that your comment, and he will now respond with a huge message and play to be this person that, to make you believe that he's wanted everybody to see this, he wanted everybody. And sometimes I ask the question, does this man realize that when he says these things, people can actually go over to the person you're talking about and look at the page and actually find out what is actually going on over there? But of course, it's JD, so whatever his brain tells him that he should do, that's most definitely what he's going to do. So let's open this. Let's go over to Cora's page first, and we'll pull up the other conversation. We pull up the other conversation. I don't know why Facebook is not opening right now. Give me a second. Let me see. Okay, Cora Obidi. Okay, so let's go into her page, and let's just see some of the recent stuff that she's been posting, you know, lately and things like that. Okay, so here she and the kids dancing. And this is 4 hours ago. You can see the outfit. Cora is wearing a white shirt. I know I want to explain, describe all of this to you people. First of all, before we get to the conversation that JD is having over there, so you understand. So this is 4 hours ago, a clip from them. They went to church. Cora and the kids went to church. So you can see Cora, I think they're back home, I believe, because she's wearing like flip flops or stuff like that, or I guess they just came out from the church. So yes, but now let's move over to the kids. Okay, uh baby J, that's Cora's first daughter. You can see her clearly here, wearing a beautiful shining shoes, wearing a beautiful purple flowery kind of top, and she's wearing a gray leggings. Okay, very, this flashy kind of kids pink shoes with what is it called, with like a bow tie on it. That type of shoes what the daughter is wearing. And then let me see. Okay, give me a second. Let's take this back to the beginning. And I don't want to play the video really, but I just want to take it back. It's just a 3 minutes video. Then you can see baby A wearing, I think, a gown and like a lilac jacket and a sneakers, beautiful, colorful ankle, sneakers, this high ankle sneakers, very beautiful, well dressed, both of them, hair on point, a mommy well dressed, everything on point, kids looking good, happy, playing with their mom, having a blast, and things like that. So you can tell that this is actually what Cora wore from the skirt and the shirt and what the kids are wearing, you can tell that this is what they were actually wearing. So, okay, then the video where the baby A wanted something else, you can also see them climbing up the stairs as they were going to church. And right there, you can see they're wearing this outfit, flowery gown for the little one. The senior one is actually having what I already described to you people, all looking good and all of that. These are actually on Cora's page, like 15 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Cora posted these videos 22 hours ago. She said a glimpse of our day. She posted 22 hours ago. And she and the girls, then 22 hours ago again, Shakara, she's talking about Shakarashi and the girls getting ready to go to church and go to church, yeah, right? And yes, okay. So what I described to you is what is there. So let's go over to the conversation the conversation that is actually going on, okay, over at like I said, it's going to be a quick one and we are out of here. So let's go over, give me a second, let's pull this up, pull it 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 up, da 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 da. So shout out to King Esther. King Esther screenshotted these comments and reposted them, so you can see it for yourself. You just read it and you read it and see it for yourself. What is actually going on and what goes through this man's mind. The caption is the caption is very funny. The caption that King Esther used is very funny. King Esther said, I'm dumbfounded. We all saw what the kids wore to church yesterday. How did Cora spend 5 years with this man? That's what King Esther said. Now, you see the reason why I actually went first to Cora's page to describe to you people exactly what Cora's kids were wearing and what Cora was actually wearing, okay? So when we start having this conversation, you totally understand the outfit that the kids have on. All right, so with what I had already described to you people that the kids were wearing and what Cora was wearing when they went to church. Remember, today is Monday, so this just happened yesterday. Okay, so let's go into the comments here. Someone commented and said, I wonder why June doesn't have on any shoes. Did I describe to you people the shoes that June is wearing? I can still describe it to you. I was describing right from Cora's page that you people heard me when I was saying my Facebook is not restarting. Hold on a little bit. So that was me in Cora's Facebook page describing to you from the video that Cora just posted. Okay. Marilyn Guerra, welcome, welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining today. How are you doing? Welcome, everyone. And how are you doing? So, first of all, very beautiful outfit that the kids were wearing. They were well dressed by their mother on Sunday to go to church, right? The both of them. I described to you people exactly the shoes that June was wearing, the shoes that Atina was wearing, the clothes Atina was wearing, a flowery, this beautiful kids flowered gown, and then Cora paired it with a lilac crop jacket, like this, crop jacket, and then Baby J was wearing a gown with a gown like a purple pink flowery kind of gown with gray pants underneath and a pink shoes. Okay. And the shoes that Baby A was wearing too was a sneakers and it was like a pinkish, like unicorn kind of very beautiful shoes. Okay. That both of them were wearing well dressed. Mom was wearing a white long sleeve and a mini skirt. Okay, Cora was wearing a mini skirt and a white long sleeve shirt, a black handbag, hair on point, her kids' hair also on point. They looked good as they went to church. So where this delusional person that went to start up this conversation in JD's comment section, I'm not sure what video this person saw, but most definitely it couldn't have been the children on Sunday because we saw them well dressed. Okay. I don't like putting people's kids and things like that, or else if I could have actually screenshot Cora and the girls and put them on this thumbnail so you people see exactly, but I prefer to just describe to you, you understand, okay, what I mean. So this person said, I wonder why June doesn't have on any shoes. Here comes Mr. Liar. The fact that this man is so quick to jump into this type of conversations, I don't understand. Please like the live stream if you're just coming in. Anything that will create drama, negativity, make people dislike the mother of his children. Look, you have tried so much all from the beginning since you started this whole thing. It is not in 2025, JD, that you'll be able to convince people that she is a horrible mom. It won't work. The same people that you're trying to convince are not deaf, they are not dumb, neither are they blind. They can actually go to her page and they can see her dealings with her kids, and it is fantastic. She's a good mom that pays attention to her kids, takes care of her kids, and she's just doing what every other mom would do with their kids. She plays with her kids, she cooks for her kids, she bathes them, she showers, she takes care of them, she goes out with them, have fun with them, just do things that mothers do with their children. So I don't know where this whole thing that you're trying so hard to convince people, and where this delusional person saw that the child, why is it that the child is always without shoes? What do you like? I don't even understand where this kind of talk is coming. Is it that the child is not wearing shoes because the mother does not have money to buy shoes? Meanwhile, the father was the one screaming on top of his lungs last year that Cora has so much money, she should return the GoFundMe money. So why is this person coming up with this type of talk instead of JD to actually shut it? When you see this type of silly comments, this is the kind of people that he should tell that they are trying to start a problem between him and Cora. But no, instead, he will go underneath this type of comments, and these are the comments that he would respond to just to start up a silly conversation. So this person said, I wonder why Junie doesn't have on shoes. And Justin responded back to this person and said, mentioned the person's name at, and said, pretty common thing. Most times they are in a dress with no underwear. I'm desensitized to it. How do we go from somebody saying that your kids are not wearing shoes, or several times they've seen the kids and the kids are not wearing shoes, which is not true? If you really, we know that he spies on Cora's page. So if he really thought that this person's comment was true or something, why didn't he just go to check what the kids wore to church with, or before he picked them up? Because I think they do the handover on Sundays, right? Pickups are on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. So why didn't JD bother to go? Because he spy all the time on her. So why not first of all go and spy on Cora's page to see if your kids were actually running around the whole United States without shoes before you come back and respond or post whatever you want to post? But you didn't bother to do that. You just saw this person comment and you left from shoes that they are talking about. And this is what we've always seen right from the beginning, where JD will come out and talk about everything must link to his children's private part. Right from when these children were little up until now, this man is still centered about his children's private. How do we go from somebody telling you that your children are not wearing shoes, which is a huge lie? They were wearing shoes. How do we go from foot to private area? Check the distance between your foot to where your private is. How do we move the conversation from point A to this point Z? The person is telling you about shoes. You didn't bother to say, oh, okay, their mom, since you know how to lie, you're always lying, and lying, you and lie is 5 and 6. Your second name is Lino Sumba. Why don't you just say, well, she doesn't like wearing them shoes, or just keep the conversation? No, you went straight up to, severally the children are without underwear, so she wears the same way he said that because of how Cora is twerking and twerking and twerking, the daughter is twerking. Did you people see Cora's recent videos? The recent video where she was dancing with the same baby J. You will see the girl just The words of Nancy was just displayed right in front of our eyes. What Nancy said in 2024 was just displayed right in front of our eyes in 2025. The girl does not twerk. The girl does not do any of those type of dance step that the father was lying about, that the mother is spoiling his children by teaching them those type of dance steps. Now he has started again. Somebody lied to, he knows it's a lie. It's not as if JD does not know that it's a lie. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Please like the live stream. Thank you. It's not as if JD does not know that this person is actually lying. He knows that this commenter is just trying to start up drama. But of course, these are the type of dramas he likes. But when the other lady, the other blogger did a live stream, no, sorry, did a shorts video, posted a shorts video where the person was analyzing both Cora and Justin, and the person's analysis kind of favored Cora more because the person was talking about how they handle the kids, how they deal with the kids, how they, things like that. As parents, their parenting and everything, you know, but mainly focusing on the kids. But it kind of favored Cora more because in that blogger's opinion, Cora was doing a better job. That is obvious, okay? What did JD come out and say? He said he's going to start blocking people's pages, that nobody should be using the kids against each other. These were his words last week. Because I'm checking, we were live 6 days ago, so it's almost a week now, 7 days. If I didn't go live today, it would have been 7 days since we were live here. So last week, JD was here because that was one of our last live stream here, if I'm not mistaken, where he was threatening that he was going to start blocking people. How can somebody get 1 million views from, bashing the parents? But somebody else came to your comment section clearly lying that your children were not wearing shoes. Meanwhile, you know that they were wearing shoes. You know fully well that they were wearing shoes. But to you, this was not this woman bashing or trying to make your ex-wife to look like this bad person. But you jumped in and even made it worse by accusing her that she even wears them dress. Says it's pretty common thing. Most times they are in dresses with no underwears. Everything has to resort to JD's kids' private area. Even though you've seen those kids with their mom and severally, there is no time you will see that they are wearing dresses and they don't have underwears. But just to make it look like, oh, one person said they don't have shoes. Of course, let me add extra. She wears them gown and she does not wear them underwear and things like that. Do you understand? But this is somebody that said it has come to the point where nobody should talk about his kids, nobody should do this, nobody should bash both of them. But he's the one championing the bashing. So after he said that, after this person said, okay, so I'll just read through the comments now. Okay, so the person that started it, this person said, I wonder why Junie doesn't have on any shoes. Then he said, pretty common thing. That's Justin responding to the person. He said, pretty common thing. Most times they are in a dress with no underwear. I am desensitized to it. Then the next comment tagged him at JD and said, you are so childish and stupid. Honestly, maybe she doesn't wear them underwear because she wants you to buy them pants and shoes as well. Mumu. This person really hit the nail on the head, but that's not even true. How is she going to? Why didn't she send them completely nude to him? How is she going to wear them a clothes and not wear them underwear? How much is underwear? How much is pants? It's just lies. But this person is also right. If you feel that they're not wearing underwear, go and buy underwears because your own, when they donate money for you, you spend it on yourself and to buy steak, and eat steak and go to restaurant and things like that. Take some of that money, walk into a clothing shop and buy your kids underwears, shoes, and all of those necessary things that they need as kids. Not to come online and be screaming that their mother is not a good mother, she's not this, she's not that. If they are not wearing pants, go and buy the pants, which we know you're lying. If you think they're not wearing shoes, that we clearly saw them yesterday coming back from church, around the church premises, and everything that they were doing, they all had shoes on. But no, you will always run with the story that makes you look good. So the next comment, person tagged him and said, JD, this is what they wore from church today. Are you saying they went to church without pants? A woman. I say a woman, man. Seriously, like it's so weird. And if we go back and check the videos of Korako, they also played and things like that. So you will actually see if Cora had, because sometimes she'll keep her camera down and things like that, and you can actually see the kids. Maybe you even see that they're wearing shirts underneath. But JD being JD to be all dramatic, he wants to make it look like the children went all the way to church. So if their mother knows that she's going to take them to church, and probably from church she will take them, she will hand them over to him, right? Why would she send them to church without wearing underwears and shoes? Because we clearly saw that they were wearing shoes when they went to church, and they were running around, playing around with Cora and doing all of that. They had shoes on. That church was full. Everybody that saw those kids yesterday saw them wearing shoes. Only JD and his followers are the ones that saw them without shoes. I'm telling you, only him. This is what they want to. Okay, let me see this other. Let me see the comment. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one said the girl was at church all dressed, then went to the market with their mother. The moment they came to the fathers, the drama started. Make it make sense. You see, because it's exactly what people saw. People saw Cora with the children going to, in fact, dressing. You know, now Cora streams everything. She streams everything. And that's one thing that also saves her. Because if she had not shown, she just said it and maybe showed only herself. Now, people will now be debating that, oh, well, we didn't see the kids, so maybe they were not wearing, but she showed the kids after they got dressed. They did that, they're dancing, did that, they're from now, did finish before they left. So you saw them from home to church, to the streets, and everything that they did. And all of the videos are right there on Cora's page. These are her most recent, uploads. Today is Monday. It's just yesterday, Sunday. So where is this kind of conversation, coming from? He will not stream. He will not post anything. Mister, I make educational content. If the kids are not around, camera is off. Immediately Sunday, JD switches on his camera and then he starts with drama. That's the thing. He starts with drama. Everything is centered around the kids. There's nothing else he discusses. There is nothing else he does with his phone, his camera, and anything else. He just waits to look for something about the kids to complain about or try to make himself look like the father of the year. I don't get it. This other comment said, JD, no reason to share that with us. The girls may have dressed themselves and did not put on this on. This is something you speak to the other parent about. The public did not need to know that. The public did not need to know that. Seems like you want to shame Cora. Unwarranted. While I'll be like bicycle, you see this person, and this person's comment makes sense, but you can also clearly tell that this person did not see the video that Cora dropped. So this person is just working with what Justin have said, and the person is just telling him that if truly you think that this is of which this is not even the fact, because the video that they are using to have this conversation is still there on Cora's page. And I think did Cora's spirit also know, because she has like a 3 minutes short clip also of she and the kids playing and jumping around and running around with their stroller and things like that, about 3 minutes long video. So what is even going on with this man, with this narrative? There is no way Cora will be going to church and allow the children to dress themselves. Okay, with the way they are dressed and the way they look, you know that their mother dressed them up and dressed herself up, and Then they all went to church, and it is obvious, and he saw them because she handed over those kids to him. Okay, trust me, they had on this. They had what is it called? Shoes. But no, he likes to make anything that will make you believe that she's that careless that she allowed them to dress themselves to go to church. Okay. This other comment says, let me see. Okay. Okay. This document said, JD, the shoe thing isn't bad. My kids hated shoes and my grands aren't fond of them either. LOL. So this person is saying that person's grandchildren don't like wearing shoes. Some kids don't like wearing shoes. But in this case, this is not even the fact. The kids had shoes on. Okay, this other comment said, JD, each of them are tagging him as they are telling him. Okay, this one said, the public doesn't need to know anything about underwears, though. They are your own daughters. You can talk or act. I mean, put them on, okay? I don't like they this other comment says, JD, do you want to get attention so bad you gotta get what's coming to you? Why not just be nice and say that the shoes she had on because she had on shoes, her mom wanted to keep them and did not want to send them when she went with you, but that will be too much nice for you, and you are not that person. Okay, so this person is actually suggesting that the kids had shoes on, but when Cora handed them over to their father was when Cora took off the shoes. Now I think there's a video of the kids running to him. Okay, you can see them open the door. I want to believe that Cora was behind that door. When the two of them, you can see the eldest one push the door open, and she and the youngest daughter ran out and said, "Daddy," and they ran up. So you don't see Cora showing in that video, but I want to believe that Cora was behind the glass, behind that door that the kids were going to open, and she could see their father standing outside and letting them, go to him and making sure that the kids get to him. So we will go back and get that video and we will see. I want to see the clothes that they're wearing, if it's exactly the same clothes they wore when they were in church, and we will check that. Let me just finish up the comments. Okay, because of this person's comment, and the person is right too. If that is the case, then is that even something to talk about? If she decides to hand them over, because the only time a parent will even do something like that is if you're a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat mom or you're a deadbeat a parent. Okay, you cannot be co-parenting with someone and leaving everything for the person to do, and you're not doing anything. Okay, and you expect her to put on the most expensive shoes and everything, so you go and flash it and make 10 billion videos, make it look like you bought those things for them. You want to make videos, go and buy shoes for them, go and buy outfits for them. Okay, it's that simple. If because if truly that they were not wearing shoes, then you should have known that something like that will happen. You should have actually drove there with pairs of shoes in your vehicle for them and wear them their pairs of shoes before picking them up. But we will find out. Okay, we will see. I will pull up that. I think he posted that video when they ran to daddy. It was JD that posted that one because I also saw it. Okay, so this other person said, very true. He's just being petty and wants attention. Why can't he address it offline as a reasonable dad if that's an issue? This other one tagged him and said, JD, that's not right. These are little girls. What the heck? Then this other person said, exactly. Most kids walk around barefooted. It keeps you, grounded. But I feel putting the other issue out here in the public domain was not appropriate. Address it with the mother or educate the child yourself. She is a very intelligent little girl. I'm glad that his own people are actually seeing him for who he really is right now. This one said, JD, Nala, you told them to go back to the door and act like they are happy. You forgot to wear her the slippers. You forgot to wear her the slippers yourself, bad Bella. This comment is so funny. Oh my goodness. This is also very possible. Because JD loves to film everything. Could it be that This person is suggesting that JD took, as Cora handed over the kids to JD, he took the kids and they asked them to go back to that door, push the door open so he can create the content and, let it look like they were just coming out. But he forgot to he forgot to wear them shoes. But we could pull up the video, okay? This is really funny. The next comment said, uh, did you open the clothes to confirm that there is no underwear? Do you mean June did not wear shoes to church cause I saw her with shoes? Pity party. This other one tagged him again and said, JD, why will you say this online just to tarnish her image, right? But you can never get to her level because of this your bitterness and hate. This other commenter tagged him also. The person said, at JD, maybe you always keep the nice and expensive you see how the table is turning. This person said, maybe you always keep the nice and expensive shoes and send them with cheap and bad ones. She can't keep fighting you to bring back the good shoes all the time, so it's better this way. Oh God, go buy your shoes. Oh, this other commenter tagged him and said, JD, if this is true, that's nothing for a father to tell the world. Your beautiful daughter doesn't have on underwears at times just to humiliate their mother. And the person added angry emojis. Then this is last comment here. The last comment, hold on. The last comment said, JD, be a man for once and stop acting like a woman. He's not acting like a woman, he's acting like a cow. What do you mean acting like a woman? Stop acting like a woman on this app. You know very well how much she loves these kids. Why do you want to make it seem like she hardly takes care of those kids? I pray no woman comes across a man like you in their life. Amen. Amen. Oh, no woman should marry their enemy because if they read, it go bad. So bad. You go too bad. Seriously. Okay, so let's pull up JD's page. I think that should be one of his recent videos. Wait, let me see. This is the outfit she was wearing. I'm trying to see. She's standing on the, is that not a short we see underneath? Because I'm looking at the gown. This looks like the gown that she was wearing when she went to, yes, she's wearing a black short. If you go to, when you look at the video, uh, Junie is standing on JD's shoulders and she's wearing the exact outfit that she was wearing, right? And right there, you can see that she has a short underneath it because JD is filming from underneath, so you can actually see under the dress. Okay, so probably the mother took the this thing. Wait. Okay, so the other video, 18 hours, shows them. All right, so where they are running out to their father, I was describing to you people, the tights, Junie has a bag. She's carrying a backpack, so we don't know what is inside the backpack. So it's possible that her shoes and her tights is inside that backpack because she was wearing a gray tights. She's still wearing the same dress, and baby A too is wearing the same dress, but baby A changed from the sneakers she was wearing to a different pink sneakers. You can actually see it, but she's wearing, but it's June that is running barefooted. Okay, give me a second. So it's June that is, so June is the one that is not wearing this thing, and it's very possible that JD made them to go back and then run back so he can make this video where they are coming and they are screaming, "Oh, daddy, daddy, daddy." But you can actually see that if the child took off the tights that the child is wearing, she needs to take off her shoes, right? In order to take off the leggings that she was wearing, the gray leggings that she was wearing. So all of this is just planned by this man to make it look like the mom sent them. But then at the same time, with this the same outfit, when they got home, Junie was standing on JD's shoulders, and underneath, she almost fell back and she tried to balance herself. And you can see a black short underneath this same gown. So who's lying? Who is lying? Because there is no way that Cora would send one of them wearing shoes and send the other one not wearing shoes. If she wanted to take their shoes, she would have taken both of the shoes. So it's possible that Junie's shoe was inside her backpack because her younger sister didn't have a bag. She was carrying the bag. So whatever they needed, that their mom thinks that they need, was inside the bag that she was holding. And trust me, they don't need so many things because they are going to their father, right? She will just give them what is necessary. So if because they were playing and running around and doing all of that when they came out from the church, could it be that she said, "Oh, I'm kind of hot, mommy," and the mom decided to take off the leggings because now they're out from church anyway and she can wear just that gown? Do you understand? So where is this kind of story coming from when it's obvious that this person is not telling the truth? I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Let me quickly go back to Cora's page and check something, because I know the shoes changed from the type of sneakers that the girl was wearing. But let me look at her. Okay, yes, the sneakers that she was wearing changed into another pink shiny and a kind of pink and black shiny. Meanwhile, the one that baby A wore to church, the sneakers that baby A wore to church was actually a what is it called? It looks like a unicorn, kind of pink, green, blue mix, kind of, unicorn kind of settings. So the shoes are changed that she was wearing, okay? And then you can see that this leg is the one that that covers the foot and you pull it all the way up. So there is no way Junie would have taken off these leggings, this tight she was wearing, without taking off the shoes she was wearing. Okay, she needs to take the shoes off before she can take off that tights. But JD wanted to, make a big deal out of the whole situation. Okay, I want to see them at home. Okay, let me see. Cora is talking about what the kids will wear. Okay, so she's dressing them up.
They look super cute. Oh my god, it's Athena's floral dress for me. And June has a very nice sequins gown. I would rock that if it was my style. Today we woke up bright and early.
Okay, so Cora is talking
And
about
that's
them
not a
going
good
to
look. I
church.
want my daughter to be completely immersed in the whole church culture. I feel like it's a really good way to start your week. And yeah, so I paired this monkey jacket with this skirt. I know I don't even know what I was wearing today, but anyway, you
Okay,
know
so
what
she's
I'm
talking
saying.
about her own
Whatever I was
outfit.
doing, it somehow worked. I'm in the middle of doing my daughter's hair, and I just paused to realize, see, my baby's hair is getting longer. Jen has always loved longer hair. She's like, Mommy, I want long hair, I want long hair. For her birthday this year, I might just step around and get her extensions because of how much she wants long hair. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding,
so
but
she's styling the kids' hair.
that would just be so cute. I was making a Tina's hair as well. I don't know why I have a feeling like somebody cut my baby's hair because this hair is really short. Somebody cut my baby's hair. It was longer than this. But anyway, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm tripping. But if I catch that person, anyway, moving on. I put this homemade rosemary oil that my grandma gave me, and I slapped my wig on my head to look like a human being. And off we went to church. But before I went to church, I made sure that I went. Oh, June gave me a little squishy hug. I love my baby June.
Okay, so that's them getting ready. So that's them getting ready. I want to check the videos. Because where did that pink and this thing shoe came from? Could it be that the kids were with him already? Then he sent them back to the this thing. Okay, so here's they're outside.
Sorry, you can't sit down on this anymore. Drum room cut here.
Okay, so she's out with the kids. They're shopping fruits and things like that.
Guys, I'm not really seeing the stars. If you want to buy, I mean, if you want to
Let's
buy,
see.
you probably not watch anyone you pick from the tree. It's the farmer's market.
I really want us to see this. Okay. So you can see that even when they were still buying stuffs in the market with Cora and whatnot, the kids were still wearing what they were wearing. So where did that pink shoe? How did that shoe change from the unicorn sneakers to this other kind of boot-like pink and black, with black ropes tied in front that the little one was now wearing? So could it be that the kids got to JD's car, he took off the this is what the child was wearing, and then forgot to wear the child a shoe and quickly wore the little one and told them to go back to the door and run back to look like they were just coming to meet him to create content. And he started his propaganda already today, being Monday. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you people here. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you think. But the drama is just too much on his side because he's just doing so much and he's not been able to prove anything to anybody, but he continues. And I don't know what makes him think that people will ever believe anything that he's saying or doing. Thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all on the next gist. Bye for now, and I'll see you later. Have a nice day. May your week be fruitful.